Good evening, Mr. Rax.
Good evening to you.
The Senate on Tuesday approved President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's external borrowing plan of over $21 billion for the 2025 to 2026 fiscal cycle, paving the way for the implementation of the 2025 Appropriate Act. What would you have to say about the $21 billion that the Senate President approved?
This current borrowing, has exhumed another international shake. I don't know understand on the political leadership of the country. We've seen previously how much Nigeria has borrowed since inception of this illegitimate regime, and the aftermath of that borrowing, which is supposed to serve a particular purpose, if not a general purpose, for good governance of the country, for the Nigerian people to enjoy a vibrant economy. But yet, after all this borrowing, it seems as if there is not as yet anything to show for the borrowing. So if the money is serving the purpose for borrowing it, I don't know. I don't think anybody in Nigeria should, kick against borrowing. But you look at each and every time we borrow, there is nothing to show. We borrow to disburse it among the lawmakers, among the federal, agencies and its constituents. You are not telling me that $21 billion, do you know what it means? This government, when it finishes its fourth year, I think everybody should pack and go to his own region, because Yoruba and Fulani has actually destroyed Nigeria. Since inception of our advanced democracy, 1999, we've old, and Konjiwela during Goodluck Jonathan administration, fought very hard as an economic erudite to at least ease off the money borrowed then. We worked hard, and there was, debt relief, which of course was very, very popular, globally applauded, accepted, and lauded by IMF, Paris Club, what do you call it, World Bank. You understand? So what is amazing is there is nothing to show for all this borrowing. Tinubu is just busy borrowing money, constitute loss and loss of debt for this country, and he's not showing remorse. If you allow this man, the pig in the house, in the lawmaking body, he has endorsed, does it as approval, has given it approval, and nothing is stopping the executive from borrowing the money, because the cycle of all the members of the Department of Executive is just bent on borrowing money, share it among themselves, and borrow another one. Look at the coastal line. What has been done? Nothing visible has been done at Calabar, Lagos coastal line, which government already budgeted. It governed that's $13 billion, just not up to 800 kilometers. Sorry, 700 and something kilometers. Calabar coastal line, Calabar Lagos coastal line, 700 and something, not up to 800 kilometers. Gooped 13 billion naira. Northern Africa coastal line, over 10,000 kilometers, got up to $2 to $3 billion. You see the kind of politicians we have in Nigeria. They've actually disbursed the $13 billion among themselves and doing nothing about that project. Who do they think we are? They think that we don't know statistics. We don't know arithmetic formula of overinflating, overhyping project or contract cost by billions. Look at percentage of billions that were stolen, inflated on Lagos Calabar coastal line. Do you know the remnant of 13 billion today? Nobody knows how that money has gone. They have awarded the contract, they have removed their own commissions, tips, some good percentage over invoicing going into their various purses. I'm telling you that Fulani and Yoruba, they have destroyed Nigeria. The economy of this country today is in shambles because of clueless Fulani Yoruba leaders over the years from 1976 till date is Fulani Yoruba. Fulani Yoruba. Obasanjo Chagare, Muhammad Buhari, Abacha, Babangida. Though these two are not from Fulani extraction, they look at what happened. Obasanjo and this Fulani man, Atiku Abubakar, make this country. Don't mind people who are blaming only Tunubu. It's not only Tunubu. Obasanjo made the country the first international thief in this country. OBJ and Yaradua Fulani, Musa Yaradua, Vice President Obasanjo. So now you are seeing another, Yoruba man, Tunubu, who is very, very wasteful in spending.
We are still on 160 trillion naira debt.
We're
still
and
borrowing.
Another one is coming. How much is 21 billion if converted into naira?
What are they using the money for?
I'm telling you that they are disbursing it among themselves. There is no visible things this money are utilized for. Utilization of this money is for their families, buying companies, buying refineries. These people are the owners of the refineries that are refining our crude oil today abroad. So this money, they will disburse it, log it into their various offshore accounts. And nobody's saying something. If you say they will use court, Nigerian lawyers are crooks because they are using them to defend themselves. Look at Omotosho. A whole justice is going to live 3 months, leaving an innocent person incarcerated at DSS facilities. Omotosho that talk tough that this matter will end has now turned Afonja, a Yoruba man. What they are known for is what Omotosho is doing now. Nobody is a fool in Nigeria. We know people that are manipulated. We know people that are unstable. We know people that are straightforward. We know people that are ugly in their hearts. And we know handsome, beautiful people in their inside. Yeah, we know them. We are not afraid of anybody. We are not afraid of speaking the truth. This 21 billion is going to be disbursed among Nigerian political pigs. They are going to share it into their various offshore accounts. I'm not missing my word because I know that if properly used, Gary, beans, rice, even if Nigerian farmers do not cultivate as a result of Fulani headers, killer headers that are stopping farmers, encroaching on various farmlands in Nigeria, still we can use from this 21 billion, the whole Nigerians will be feeding well 3 times in a day because prices of essential commodities must come down if properly used, if properly harnessed, if properly used for the purpose of economic, conducive economic emergence in this country. But you see what is going on. Tinubu, the way he handles Lagos. He is handling Nigeria. He handles Nigeria the way he handles Lagos. So what goes around, turns around, and nobody's talking. Where are the fire chase? Nobody's talking. Where is the so-called erudite historian? Fani Kayode, nobody's talking. It is only Obasanjo that is shouting, talking. That Baba. Where is Punch newspaper? Punch newspaper is not writing. May I tell you today that the Nation newspaper is owned by Tinubu. That's why Nation newspaper are writing nonsense. The editors of Nation newspaper and all the columnists are writing nonsense. They are not talking. Hadibin is an Igbo man. Hadibin is from South. You will see Yoruba newspapers all over Nigeria. Writing, criticizing, fighting, kicking against Jonathan. Jonathan has favored Igbo. They were even speaking in tongue that Jonathan sidelined Yoruba. Today, Yoruba is crying under Yoruba. Clueless, incompetent president. Say this money, it is not going to serve the purpose for which they are about to, borrow it.
Thank you, Mr. Rao.